Seduction isn't solely about romance or physical attraction. It's a vital life skill that involves drawing people to you, inspiring trust, and persuading them to support you or your ideas. Whether in marketing, friendships, or relationships, mastering this art is about influencing others on a deep level. In this compilation, we'll explore key insights from my interviews on the art of seduction. These conversations reveal the timeless principles of seduction and how to use them effectively. The essence of seduction is embodied in the concept of the siren, a woman whose powerful magnetic sexual energy is undeniable. She doesn't have to make an overt move, she simply radiates an intense, almost dangerous allure that captivates men. The male counterpart to the siren is the rake, a man who is deeply enamored with women, fascinated and understanding of their nature, though never satisfied with just one. Other seductive archetypes include the dandy, an androgynous figure who combines masculine and feminine traits, the natural, who possesses an authentic childlike charm and innocence that is irresistibly attractive, the coquette, a master of mixed signals, keeping people guessing by playing hard to get, the star, a distant figure who captures the imagination and onto whom people project their fantasies, the charismatic, an individual with a magnetic confidence that radiates outward, drawing people to them through sheer presence. Charismatics have an intense energy, making everything they say and do feel compelling and captivating. A great seducer is fully focused on the other person. When meeting someone new or on a date, a seducer turns off their inner monologue and shifts their attention outward, absorbing the other person's words, understanding their needs and desires, and learning what makes them unique. By genuinely listening and reflecting this understanding back, they make others feel seen and appreciated in ways most people rarely experience. Charisma, as discussed in the art of seduction, is a kind of inner light fueled by deep self-confidence. Charismatic individuals, think of figures like Malcolm X, Marilyn Monroe, or JFK, radiate this powerful energy. Their words, gestures, and presence are charged with intensity, making people want to be near them, hoping some of that energy will rub off. Seduction for men and women. Men and women often respond to different seduction styles. Men are primarily visually stimulated, so the way a woman looks can be deeply captivating. Women, however, are more susceptible to words and language. Historically, great seducers have recognized this, captivating women through poetry, language, and by weaving a verbal spell. Many of these seducers weren't particularly handsome, but their mastery of language gave them a unique allure. The seducer versus the anti-seducer. The seducer is open-minded and non-judgmental, creating a safe, accepting space for others to open up. They are generous not only with their money but with their time and attention, and are eager to please. By contrast, the anti-seducer is tight, closed off, or stingy, focusing on the cost or effort involved rather than the value of creating an experience. Openness and generosity are seductive qualities. Rigidity and stinginess repel. Loosen up in seduction. If you can't loosen up in a romantic situation, whether it's holding back spending or being overly cautious, it signals a kind of cheapness of spirit. Seduction is more than words, it's a language of gestures, where the focus is on showing, not just saying. If someone senses you're overly focused on discounts or on limiting expenses, it suggests a tightness in your nature that can be unappealing. Enter the spirit. The story of a Western journalist interviewing Indonesian dictator Sukarno illustrates the concept of entering the other's spirit. Sukarno, known as a dictator in the West, seemed to listen intently to the journalist, even mirroring her preferences and gestures. At one point, he admired her hair color and suggested he'd like to dye his hair the same. This gesture made her feel as if she were influencing him. In reality, Sukarno was adeptly entering her spirit, absorbing her energy and interests, ultimately making her feel she understood him in a unique way. Money and seduction. Money in the context of seduction isn't just about wealth, it's a signifier of ambition, energy, and drive. If a woman loses attraction to a man who isn't making money, it may reflect an underlying concern about his ambition or lack of direction. Money here represents a certain vitality and effort to advance in life, which can be inherently seductive. Seduction in relationships. After years together, couples often lose the magic that characterized the beginning of their relationship. Mystery and drama can dwindle as familiarity grows. However, seduction doesn't end after the initial phase. Even in long-term relationships, it's essential to periodically re-seduce each other, revealing new layers of yourself, showing that there's still depth and mystery left to uncover, and adding an element of enchantment or adventure. This practice keeps the relationship vibrant and dynamic. Childhood and seduction. Many people find themselves attracted to partners who echo unresolved dynamics from early, sometimes painful, relationships with parents. This attraction often has less to do with the partner's looks or personality and more with the psychological patterns we learned as children. Recognizing that these attractions are influenced by past experiences can help you choose partners who are genuinely good for you, rather than those who mirror unresolved issues. Take people on a ride. In our often monotonous, work-centered lives, people crave enchantment, drama, and excitement. Like children who thrill at being lifted and twirled by their parents, adults also desire to be taken on a ride, whether through storytelling, travel, or new experiences. A great seducer reaches the childlike wonder in everyone, providing a break from the ordinary and infusing life with the excitement we all quietly yearn for.